Hey guys, it's Katie here. Just getting home from a wintry walk in my backyard forest, getting ready to cozy up with a nice hot cup of tea and taking a moment to sit here to record a little practice for you. This is a moment here for you to pause, to settle into some stillness. So a stillness practice here for you, courtesy of this beautiful day with this recent snowfall. The quiet of snowfall. Do you know the quiet of snowfall? The way it blankets the forest, the way it soaks all the sound out of the air and leaves you in a quiet. This sort of quiet that seems to have this ability to permeate your skin, your cells, all the way down into your bones. This quiet that is able to seep all the way down into your bones. And an invitation here, courtesy of my backyard forest, the recent snowfall, the ponderosa skeletons, the shrub oak in their last stages of autumn. Here today, just a little gift, just a very simple gift to invite you into the kind of stillness, to invite you into a quiet-filled stillness, the kind of quiet that is able to permeate all the way down into your bones. And how do we do this? How do we find the space to sit in stillness, to allow in the quiet in this world that can so often be so noisy? How do we find that stillness, that quiet? So what we have today is really an invitation for you to explore this answer for yourself. How is it that you find quiet, find stillness in your day, even if it's just for a moment? Sometimes just a short moment, maybe just one single breath, can really, truly make an impact. Or maybe it's a practice of several breaths. Maybe it's a practice of putting on a timer and going into meditation. This invitation to explore for your own self how you can find stillness today. And if you want to continue on with me, what we have here is a guided practice, a practice here, a short one for today. I have some longer ones available in other spaces. You can find those linked below. But for today, just a short, simple practice. And the idea of this really being to help you understand, so your mind, get your mind on board that stillness and quiet doesn't have to be an hour-long meditation practice, although it can be if you have that ability and desire in your day. But it can also be a breath or 10 breaths or several minutes of deep breaths. And that's what we're going to focus on today. So an invitation to just settle in with me for the next few minutes. We're not going to take too long here today, as I mentioned, but an invitation wherever you are. Maybe you're seated in an office sort of setting. Maybe you're seated at home, wherever you are. It's an invitation here to simply take a moment to bring some awareness to where you are. It's just a moment of awareness, checking in, and doing this by feeling into the moment. So feeling into your seat in connection with the chair, the cushion, whatever's holding you in a seated position, or if you're standing, walking around the room, a moment to feel into your feet on the floor. So a moment here to become present with the point in space you are in physical connection. So these embodiment practices that I like to bring to you are really about becoming present with the felt sensations in your body. This is our starting point always. So feeling those sensations in the bottom of your feet and your sits bones, whatever point of contact is with your chair, the floor beneath you. And as you're bringing your awareness here, starting to also bring some awareness to your breath. So breathing now all the way down into that point of connection. So breathing down into your seat, your feet. Nice deep breath here, way down into your body. Starting to slow your breath, maybe just the slightest bit more. Big, slow, ease-filled breaths here, though. We're not straining the breath. We're not trying to get the biggest breath possible by straining our lungs. This is a nice, ease-filled allowing of your breath as you inhale, expanding. Deep breath all the way down into your feet, your seat. Then on your exhale, just letting the breath go. Maybe bring a sound with it. Nice, big, slow, ease-filled inhales and nice exhale, just inviting in release. Is there anything you've entered this practice with today? Any tension, any holding, any stress in your body? Maybe anxious thoughts that simply calling upon your exhale here, you can allow them to release, to make their way out of your body. So just continuing to breathe here again. We're keeping things super simple today. Big, deep inhale, ease-filled, allowing your whole self to be filled all the way down into your seat, all the way down into your feet. And exhaling, simply bringing in an invitation to release. What are you holding? What tension, what stress, what worry are you holding that isn't serving? And with your breath, the gift of your breath, your exhale, this intention, just letting it go and seeing, witnessing, playing here, exploring with the power of your breath. Just the power of your breath, this guide, this companion that you have with you at all times. With the simple power of your breath, can you bring yourself into deeper presence? And can you let go of anything, any stress, any worry, any tension that you need not be holding, because it doesn't serve. It doesn't serve the space that you're in. It doesn't serve your body. It doesn't serve your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health, your well-being. It doesn't serve to carry this. So simply letting it go, or letting it go to whatever degree you're able. So in this way, we've been sitting here for just a few minutes now, breathing together in this way. And maybe you do it by calling in one deep, conscious breath every once in a while as you go throughout your day, just one breath. or maybe a series of 5 to 10 breaths. Giving yourself just a minute, a single minute. Can you breathe deeply down into your body, inhaling, being filled, and exhaling, releasing. Or maybe you give yourself a full 10 to 20 minutes, really deepen into this practice. So again, starting to come full circle here. But today has really been about you exploring how you can cultivate this sort of practice in your life. Do you have 10 minutes? Do you have 20 minutes? Do you have just one single breath worth of time to cultivate some stillness, some quiet in your own internal worlds, tuning out the world around you and creating space within? So once again, leaving you here with this invitation to play, to explore, right? There's no excuses for not having time to be in this sort of practice, because sometimes all it takes is a single breath. And sometimes we find the time for several breaths. Sometimes we find the time for 10 to 20 breaths, 10 to 20 minutes. And sometimes we just have to make the time, schedule it out. I'm giving myself these 20 minutes or this hour to really go deep with myself because it's worth it. It's worth it. It changes the entire day. It changes the entire flavor and experience of your life. Try it out. Let me know how it goes. Leave a comment. Hey guys, it's Katie Hemphill here, and I want to thank you for joining me today in this little practice, this little meditation embodiment practice brought to you from this recent snowstorm in my backyard forest. If you enjoyed what we got to do today, if you got anything out of it, please like, please subscribe, please share, comment, all the things. It really, really helps to connect with you, build community here, and share these practices, share this connection with self, with nature. If you want to learn more about how you can dive in deeper, or if you want to learn more about my story, my connection with this land and its story, that really being the why I'm here doing what I'm doing, the links will be below to get you to where you need to go. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today in this little practice to connect with self, connect with nature, connect with self as nature. I'm going to keep moving here before I start to freeze. Looking forward to catching you next time.